evening and welcome to, seriously? Yes, absolutely, seriously. I know some of you guys have tuned in for the early late show. I appreciate you guys sticking around for that. But however, we've had a little change as of the last hour. We're now seriously, okay? And we're going to talk about current events, sports, politics, paparazzi, celebrities, gossip, all that great stuff. But we're going to talk about it in a way that just really, let's put some realism to it. A lot of these celebrities are getting way too big for their own goods. Some of these celebrities aren't even that big a celebrity to begin with. And they think they're all that. And they're not, okay? So what we're going to do, myself, Terry Michaels, Michelle Rowe, look at the week's events from all these people whose heads have gotten bigger than they deserve to be and say, seriously? Really? Okay, so that's what you're in for. All right? We're going to have a really good time. We had a great day. Those of you guys that missed last week's show, you missed a lot. Tune in. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. Log in. I want to see your chats. We will be talking back to you guys again. The reason why I'm standing here at Soldier Field, on the field in Soldier Field, is we have enough money to fly me to Chicago so I can stand here. I placed a bet. I bet the line against the Cowboys. Who knew we'd win? I knew we'd win, okay? I knew we'd win. A 2-0 season. We're getting off to a great start. I'm loving it. It's fantastic. Our only competition right now in the division is Green Bay, but we'll take care of that on Monday night. It's going to be great. Sorry, Terry. Put the razor down, Terry. Put the razor down, Terry, okay? It's okay. Brett Favre's only got one more year, and then we'll put him out to pasture and probably shoot him. All right. But we're going to have ourselves a great time tonight. We're going to talk about last weekend's sports and the matchups, what's coming up this coming week. The Bears have got a great time. They're going to be kicking some butt for the Green Bay Packers, knocking the crap out of these guys, showing them exactly what packing means, and get them to move out of Green Bay. It's going to be great. We'll have a good time with that. I'm looking forward to a lot of stuff. My friends back in Texas, stick around, tune in. We got a lot of great stuff for you guys this week. In fact, I don't want to waste any more time babbling about the great stuff we got. We got some great stuff. We're going to go to commercial. When I get back, I'll be joined by my friends, and we're going to talk about what's been going on and what's making us scratch our heads all week. All right? We'll be right back. Stick around. And we are back. Thank you so much for sticking around through the commercial break. You guys are in for a treat. Once again, log in to the login box to your right there. Those of you guys that are watching, everyone's watching us online right now because there's no television going on. So log in, send us your comments. Let me see what's going on over there. Let me hear from you guys. We got some funny stuff. I want to recap last week again. I'm still jazzed up that the Bears beat the Cowboys. I'm sorry to all my family back in Chicago, back in Texas. It happens, You guys are going to lose to the Bears, and it just happened to be a beautiful loss, and I love it, okay? Again, to my family in Chicago, love you, all right? I need some more pictures. Any DNA you can find of Walter Payton would be great, all right? I got a couple candidates down here that I think we could work this stuff out on, all right? So we're going to have a good time. Great weekend also for the Green Bay Packers. You guys actually managed to pull out a win. That was great, fantastic.
Yeah, we managed to pull out a win with a 34-7.
I can't believe you guys squeaked that. I was biting my nails for a bit.
I know. It's a big nail biter. First quarter, we're like, how far of a lead can we get before we pull Aaron Rodgers?
I know.
That was really...
Well, you know why they didn't pull him, don't you?
Fantasy.
Exactly. He is the number one fantasy football player right now out of everybody.
He's the number one fantasy player for me, too.
I'm sure he is. Are we getting back in the list again? Keith's not here, so we're going to talk freely, aren't we? This is great.
He already knows. And then somebody told me, Aaron Rodgers has a younger brother. And I'm like, I'm sorry, babe. If he comes around, we're done.
Oh, so now it's a new person.
Yeah, what happened to Elijah Wood? Boy, he's going to be so heartbroken.
No, see, that was a freebie to lay. This is I will just go.
Oh, you just go.
This is a full
Very nice. Very nice.
Not that when I leave you, I will do him in front of you on Christmas morning.
I would not do that.
Oh, yes, you would.
Not on Christmas.
Not on Christmas.
I'll be sleeping.
Christmas Eve.
New Year's Eve, New Year's Day.
You're not cruel.
Oh, yeah, of course. She's got standards, of course. Not such a good week for Vikings.
Let me ask you this.
Please do. Please ask me.
How is it that the only guy that's not hurt on the Minnesota Vikings is the goddamn oldest guy on the team? Somebody want to explain that to me? What is he, 70? Is it Brett Favre 70? Brett Favre, 70 years old. He's out there on the field. You got young guys just out of college hurting themselves putting on their jock. Tell me how that shit works, Minnesota. Tell me. Get Prince. I think isn't Prince live in Minnesota? Get Prince.
You know what's so great?
I'm pissed
You know
off
what's
about
great,
this whole
Terry
thing.
Michaels? The only team now, or fans, more pissed off that Brett Favre didn't retire, besides Green Bay fans, are Minnesota Vikings fans. And I think it's wonderful. And I think,
Well, let's be honest. It's not completely Brett Favre's fault. He has nobody to throw to. Every one of his receivers are hurt. They're calling the Philadelphia Eagles, going, "Hey, you got anybody hanging out or anybody?"
No. The coach is now going, "Who was that? Zubadiga guy? We should have picked him up.
Yeah,
we should have picked him up.
That
He
would've
would have
been
been a
a good
good addition to the
What
team."
I think is funny, Brad Childress, who's a genius, whatever, said in a press conference he didn't want to pick up Sugar, whatever, Suge Knight or whatever the hell his name is, from Seattle, because he was too old.
That's right.
Because he was too old. Really?
There's only so much Metamucil in the locker room, and that's reserved for Brett Favre.
He was creating the Celtics? I mean, seriously. I mean, let's talk about old teams here. I'm just going to divert to the Boston Celtics because they were the oldest team. And what did they do? They went to the playoffs. Granted, they did not beat the Lakers, but they still went. And I'm thinking that any coach that doesn't take that experience into account is retarded.
Well, the experience for two reasons.
Okay,
for 2 reasons.
To offend some people, I don't want to say the R word. Or the N word for that matter.
No, let's say it. We're on the internet. We can say whatever we want.
He's losing his nuts. Because really, come on now. Experience comes with age.
We talking about Brett Favre?
We're talking about Hushmanzada. Why not pick up this guy? He can catch a ball. He doesn't have migraines. That's all I'm saying.
Again, and not because I'm an older, and who would be considered an old man in the NFL, because I would. But I think the coaches need to move in this direction and get these more experienced players, because you don't have to worry about DUIs with these guys. You don't have to worry about being shot in a nightclub with most of these guys.
Well, Jeff George is apparently going to come back. I don't know if you remember Jeff George. He was 40 years old about 5 years ago.
Are you kidding me?
I'm kidding you, obviously.
Okay.
But he did call Brad Childress at the beginning of the year and said, "Look, I'm willing to come out of retirement."
Put me in, coach.
And Brad Childress said, "No."
Okay, here's another good example of somebody who's getting up there that's still making plays. Jericho Cotchery on the Jets. Hello!
Oh, yeah?
He's still a very viable player for the young Buck Sanchez to throw to. I mean, he's his go-to man in a difficult situation.
Let me answer this, Michelle. Why is it every time you talk about an NFL quarterback that's even remotely close to your age, it sounds like you want to do him?
Because I do.
Because she does. Yeah.
The young Buck?
Come on, think about it.
I know.
Let's not lie, Terry. He probably hit it and quit it with that Inez chick or whatever. I mean, that's why she was interviewing him. I mean, come on.
Don't get me started.
Yeah, those of you guys that missed it, look at last week's show. It was great. We had a lot of fun.
Can we get a shot of her ass behind us again?
Yeah, that would be great. Can we see Inez
Just
again?
put it right over
That's the
mine.
background that I want. Let's put a little inset of Inez right here. Okay, actually put it between me and Michelle.
Just put it right over
mine.
mine.
Hey.
It's
Okay,
scary.
yeah, put it over me.
Stare at
All I
Mike
can
like-
look at it. That's fine.
She's a sweet piece.
You should be looking those pictures up. You should have those saved. Those should be on your screensaver already, as it is. My God,
photos.
they're on my phone. I got my little boy right away, and I put her right up. Good to see you, sweetie. All right.
Now, let's be honest. The Saints are not a dominating team right now.
No, what's going on?
They may be winning, but they're only winning by 4 points.
Right.
They only beat Minnesota by 4 points. They only beat San Francisco by 3 points.
A last-minute heartbreaker.
And really, most of that on both games are clock mismanagement.
Yeah.
It was coach error. It wasn't necessarily
The players.
Granted, turnovers in the first game, obviously.
Turnovers in the second game,
Again,
too?
let me get to this. See, you got me started. You had to ask. Remember when everybody was pissed that Adrian Peterson fumbled? Adrian Peterson's the only guy that hasn't had a turnover this year. Okay.
You good now?
I'm upset. I'm going to have a heart attack right
Terry
now.
Michaels, welcome to Brett Favre.
Yeah, exactly.
Please.
I've got the most interception record. Let's not forget all of his records here. He's
She was so
number one
pissed
in
when he
interceptions.
left.
I know.
If it was so bad, you guys were awfully pissed when he left.
Okay. Maybe we as fans, but me personally, I was like,
You didn't call
go
it
with
for permission?
Rodgers. Go with Rodgers. I mean, what are you going to do? Keep old man Favre and give... Because you would have lost Aaron Rodgers. And obviously, they made the right decision.
And
I say they, because there is a
Sitting at
group.
home going, excellent.
Yeah.